Hello and welcome to another episode of FPL Africa. In this video, as you can see by now, we'll take a look at how you can fit in four of the most in-demand premium attacking options in FPL at the moment into your team for the upcoming double game week. That will be Salah, Sterling, your boy KDB, and Sergio Aguero. So without any further ado, let's get into the video. But first up, we have a disclaimer. The following draft options is what I can afford with my current squad value. And my squad value is sitting at 102.1 million. And I've got a furthermore 1.4 million in the bank. So, just keep that in mind when you take a look at the following options. But first, can you maybe help my channel out by hitting the subscribe button in the bottom right corner and leave a like? I'll much appreciate it. And let's get cracking. The first option A, we're coming at a cost of 100 or 103 million. That 103 million comes from not from the price below the player, but as you can see, like TAA, Trent Alexander-Arnold is 7.4 million, but at the moment is 7.8. So that 103 million consists of what the total team will cost if you bring in the players at the moment. So it might even be a bit cheaper for all of you because a few players you'll have in for a while, so the price will be a bit lower. But let's get cracking. I know you guys are wondering what the hell is Leno doing in goal playing against Man City, but hear me out. Playing against Man City, they'll probably score 3 goals, meaning Leno get 1 point. Might even get a 1 point for a save or so, because Man City always gets a lot of shots on goal. So then it'll be like 2 points, and then he'll always have the opportunity to get a clean sheet against the other team. So he might add up to 8 points, what is quite well for a keeper. And after that, this team will have a formation of 4-5-1. The 4 at the back, I would have Saiz, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Baldock, and Landstrom. But you can always have Sionko in there. The 5 in the midfield, Flex, Salah, Sterling, De Bruyne, and McGinn. McGinn is a perfect cut price option for Grealish, but he's coming back after a long-term injury. So, but before that, he has been quite prolific in front of goal and assist, and maybe he can help Grealish carry Aston Villa a bit alongside Grealish, because I mean, yes, so Grealish back must be hurting by now for carrying Aston Villa so far in the season. And then my man Flack is a lacquer cut price option for having 2 games this weekend. So that's why he's in there. Then there's only one option up front, the Aguero. Um, he's probably going to be the most triple captain player this weekend. So that's why he's in there. This team doesn't need a lot of forward planning. It's almost quite ready to play for the game week after this one. So that's why I like the makeup of this team. If you like this team, considering it, please like the video, subscribe, but let's get cracking. Option B, the team cost, as you can see, a bit lower, 101.3 million. And luckily for you guys, we don't have Leno in goal. So already you guys must feel a bit better. At the back, we have Saiz, Kelly, TAA, Baldock, and Landstrom. This team will have a 4-5-1 formation, or you can swap it up as a 4-4-2. I'll explain it shortly. So we have in this team, I'll probably play Saiz, TAA, Baldock, Landstrom. Then in the midfield, we have Cantwell, Salah, Sterling, De Bruyne, McGinn. You can either, and in forwards we have Aguero and Martinelli. You can either decide between Cantwell and Martinelli. Just hear me out. Between Cantwell and Martinelli has a double game week, but he's playing Man City in the first game. Um, as I said before, I think Arsenal will be trailing, so he might come on in search of a goal. So I think he might get game time against Man City. Even the game is already dead, he will get game time, so he'll get points, and maybe he'll start in a second game. So then he'll have the opportunity to score some goals. And then, so yeah, you can choose between Cantwell and Martinelli. That is actually the big difference in this team from the previous one. Henderson in goal. It's a bit cheaper, so you can maybe add add someone or two. Maybe add someone in Kelly's place for another, for a better defender. Someone Cantwell's place, better defender, or so forth. So it's all up to you. It's just a base where you can go from. Option C. Oh shit, Leno is back in goal. Um, but he's there as the same basis as the previous reasons. The defense almost looked the same. Then we have the midfield options. Then Donker coming in for McGinn. Um, so yeah, this you can also play with this team. I'll rather play a 4-4-2 because as you can see there up front we have Aguero, premium player. Then Ings, he's like a cut price, but this season is firing on all cylinders. He's just being bang on form, so he's acting like he's a premium player. Um, so that he will be starting Aguero and Ings up top with Sterling, Salah, De Bruyne, Fleck, Size, TAA, Baldock, and Landstrom. So in this whole team, we'll only have 4 players that don't have a double game week. So that's why I think this is a good option. There's also will not be a lot of reconstruction after this double game week, as we'll likely look to keep Wolves players in the team as they have good fixtures up until the end of the season, and this team coming out a cost of 102.5 million. So if you can afford that, take a look at it. Um, yeah, and you can also triple captain Sterling, Aguero, KDB. That will be my 3 options. Because you can go take a punt on Salah. You never know with FPL, even though one game you might score a hat trick. But if you look at the statistical part of things, I most likely will go with Aguero penalty option. Less likely to fall victim to rotation. So yeah, all of those things play a role. So that is the 3 options I suggest if you want to play Sterling, Salah, KDB, and Aguero into your team. So please comment below which option you think will be the best, and which one to go through. Any suggestions, any questions, comment down below. And I'm going to say thanks for watching, like and subscribe, and check out my other videos if you want to know 5 forgotten FPL players of the past, and you want to know the perfect cut price bench boost options. Check out my other videos. So yeah, thank you very much, and all the luck for the upcoming game week.